what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Real and Uncomfortable. It's your boy Tez. I'm joined with E-Man Music.
Sir, yes, sir.
And this person whose hobbies include throwing people under the bus.
Whatever. You was just recording
You do
me.
work.
You was just recording
I don't know.
You're fucking fat.
I think we need to be a kid. All right. Anyways, if you tuned into the last episode, you know, we were discussing a couple topics involving my musical image.
Sure.
There's a lot of other crazy things going on, but I wanted to touch on that specifically because one of the narratives she's painting.
I'm not a painter, so try again.
Well, I wouldn't have known. You're definitely a skater going around the topics. We're going to get to that. Do you feel that somebody in a relationship has the right to live out experiences that they want despite their partners not really being on board?
He clearly wasn't asking me, so.
It's a tricky question. I think you said it in the last episode. I think it depends on the intent.
Mm-hmm.
What is the intention behind it? Are you doing it because it's work, or are you doing it just to please yourself?
There you go.
Some people use that as an excuse. Like, let's say a club promoter might use being a club promoter as an excuse to get around girls and do certain things with girls and get away with it.
Right.
As an artist, there's not much that you could do about it.
Thank you. Now, Ray, we talked off camera. We have our little dialogues where she threatens me physically because
Oh my God,
you know,
bye.
it's fine.
Okay.
We good. We here. I'm not
Listen,
afraid.
you alive.
I'm not scared. All right. But one of the things that she pointed out, she said my music videos sometimes have some suggestive themes, right? That's cool. And that other artists, like the Chris Browns of the world, male artists, are able to navigate that world under the idea that it's work and it, you know, their significant others have to just kind of deal with it. What do we say about female artists who currently, you know, I'm only saying this because, let's be honest, at least in rap, they're almost kind of pigeonholed at this point, right? The top female artists in the game, no matter what their lyrical ability is or musical ability is, artistry is, they have to double back to sell sex, right?
Yeah.
Cardi B has an entire personality built throughout her social media that's not necessarily built on sex, but she's right? But she has to rap WAP, right? Meg Thee Stallion, she's a marketable individual. She's got the Planet Fitness commercials and all this stuff going on. But when it comes back to music, she's got to be scantily clad. She's got to be doing her thing. Ice Spice's career is pretty much built on her ass shaking at this point. She got her signature.
She's getting tired of it, though.
You can see it, right? You can see it. Yeah.
Y'all tired of it? I'm tired of it.
Oh, shit, almost died. She's like...
He thought about it.
Call me on guard. Oh, shit. But you can see her like, no, Ice, do the thing. Ice, do the thing. And she's like, all right, fine, fuck it.
Straight
right?
face.
So what do you think about that perspective where it is literally like you, like not even just your environment is filled with suggestive themes, but you are the suggestive theme?
I feel like it's a lose-lose regardless, looking at it from your perspective. I feel like you said, women are put into a box. I feel like if you want to be taken seriously in the rap game, that serious portion is to sell your sex appeal because that's the way you have sales. I feel like on the other spectrum, you have people like Lauryn Hill who are musically talented. However, you're not going to get that straight hype behind it today in this day and age.
It lacks the momentum.
Like, I feel like
You think she would sell more if she got naked?
Huh? Do I think no, I don't think she would sell more if she got naked because of her style of music. I feel like she would lose respect. But I feel like today, I don't think there could be another Lauryn Hill artist that would be successful.
Well,
that's exactly it. Like when you say that, like, will she sell more if she like got naked? I think it would contradict her message, right? And I do think if, say, Lauryn drops 2024 rather than drop when she did, I don't think it gets even the momentum it got in general. I don't
Back
think
in
it
the day.
becomes the legendary album and she becomes the L Boogie of legend. I don't think she becomes that.
Okay.
I think that, we're too far gone. Like, I think it's expected. Now, two sides to that. Knowing that and going into a relationship with that female artist, right? Say, I think there's rumors that Ice Spice is with Central C. Oh,
That's just
I think it's an industry. Okay.
It's because they have a song together.
Okay. So either way, let's.
Actually, dating her producer.
Okay. Well.
Stop playing Riot.
Oh, Riot? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, you'd see that those relationships happen all the time, apparently. But
No, they don't. Don't.
look, my thing is, if you're going into a relationship with that female artist, do you accept it? How do you, as a man?
I feel like you're missing my mark though. I feel like, okay, like for women per se, like it's not uncommon. I feel like for a woman to be attractive and show her attractiveness to like to social media or like in her video or whatever the case is.
That's where we get lost in the sauce because we're trying to blend in entertainers and regular people.
But I'm
That's
saying
what
like,
gets in the
okay,
sauce.
I'm talking about the regular artist, period.
Yeah,
like,
if
okay,
you're
not
talking about artists, perfectly fine.
because I feel like if you're mainstream, like people know your name. By all means, that's business in my head. Like whatever you do is for a check.
Even if you're aspiring, you're aspiring.
Aspiring. Listen,
It's to get- it's to get
if
to
you
a
have
goal.
10 fans,
But if you're aspiring, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like if
You gotta
you're-
lay the
if
foundation.
If your intent is to be an artist and
Yeah.
to do that, cool, that makes sense. The problem that I have is the regular girl who is not trying to be an artist, who wants to show her body,
Right.
who wants to be all out there, who wants to
but
do all
what
this
else?
stuff.
You ever asked her other goals?
No, you're absolutely right. Because then if you have a girlfriend who's an accountant,
Right.
and she's like, well, babe, I want to be on the cover of Playboy. I want to be, a OnlyFans model. Babe, I want to be a porn star. I
Right.
think that's a conversation y'all should probably have,
Right.
right?
It can't just
like,
be like-
you can't just throw shit in the mix all of a
But I
sudden.
feel like on the other end though, like for me, like you said, relationships should mature, right? Behavior should change. If you're a male artist and you're in a relationship with a woman, and let's say you guys are taking your relationship seriously, I feel like the way you navigate your music should change as well. So you know how a lot of artists be like, "Oh, I'm flying bitches out. I'm doing this. I'm
No.
doing that."
Absolutely
You're
not.
still-
It's entertainment.
Absolutely not.
That's like telling Denzel Washington
To not
because
play
now
ro-
you're married, you can't play any gangster roles.
Right, you have
I
to
mean-
play. You
Doesn't
have to
give a
play
damn
married
who's our
roles.
son.
What are we
No.
talking about?
No, it's not the same.
It is
It's not
absolutely the same.
Because I feel like that affects how people treat you, though. Like,
Yes, it does exactly. So, all right,
So-
hear me out. Right, you have most male R&B singers, right? I think the male R&B singer is kind of the equivalent of the female rap artist, in that they have to sell sex appeal. At least the ones currently, the bigger ones. Chris Brown, for so to speak. Chris Brown has to have a level of sex appeal. Why? Because he understands what his target demo is. He knows that his target demo are the thirsty girls looking for the meet and greets, right? They're gonna pay $1,000 to meet him. Why? Because he fulfills a fantasy that they can be with him. And in their
From a
minds,
picture?
even
You're going way too deep.
So why did they pay $1,000 otherwise, right?
Because it's
Because
Chris
it's
Brown.
what?
Because it's Chris Brown.
And why is it Chris Brown? What is Chris
But
Brown?
you never had somebody like. First of all, like Chris Brown was around since I was like what 10.
So you had a crush on him since you were 10.
But it's not even a crush. I feel like it's not always a. You guys are looking at it as like this attachment, like daddy issue type thing. And that's
No,
not it at all.
I didn't say
It's just
none of
like
that.
If you saw your
I
favorite,
didn't say none of
if you
that.
saw your favorite wrestler or whatnot, like
Yes.
you're gonna want to take a picture, and that's the same thing with Chris Brown. Like,
Right, but
But
my
no,
interest, but the interest,
But
in
that's
it
how he's
is
marketing his.
That's
Like, but-
right,
That's
though.
what-
it's
That's
not
what I
I'm
just
saying.
said.
But I'm saying it's not so much the females.
It
it's
is,
more so
though.
the way he's marketing it.
Right.
So
it
he
goes-
understands the market.
Yes.
So he's marketing it that way.
Okay.
So
No,
that
no.
It's a cycle.
No. Here's the other side of this, right? Because in the same breath, with Ice Spice, literally, her appeal boils down to her appearance. Don't get me wrong. It's not that Ice Spice does not have a musical appeal. There's some people who enjoy
Where?
her music, but
Who?
See, that's crazy.
No,
I was trying to
don't
give
do
her
it.
credit. That was wild.
She can actually rap.
Right, she can rap. She can rap.
She can rap.
Eamon, I'm so surprised
Look,
that you just said
regardless,
that out
I
your
will
mouth,
say
but
this:
okay.
her marketing division understands this. So when she drops a trailer, that's crazy. You guys are wild.
She can't rap.
No, she can. I'm saying Raven's crazy.
I don't believe. Yo, he's capping. Anything you say on this fucking episode, I don't even believe it. At this, who paid you? You still recording? Is that what it is?
Yo, Ice Spice has potential.
For what?
She really does.
She
has potential
she actually
to become a star.
So
look,
if she asked you to invest in her music career, you would do
Would
it
I?
financially.
Right now?
Financially,
I would.
how much?
I wouldn't empty my whole bank account, but I would.
you don't think that she's a profitable artist?
She's signing Nicki Minaj.
Bro, I feel like. All right, I'm not gonna say nothing. All right,
No, God, no.
Let it go, yeah.
What's on your mind?
But I'm
Right.
saying, where's Nicki Minaj right now?
Whoa, damn.
Wow.
Shit.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, that was
wasn't-
last thing I
wasn't expecting
expected.
that one.
Shit. All right.
Nicki Minaj is probably top 5 like female
Rap,
rappers.
no rappers.
I'm a Nicki
Oh, you
fan.
put her in like.
She's really good.
I wouldn't even argue with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue with that.
I think you got to
Her-
take off the
her rapping ability.
I think she is the best female
Female
rapper,
rapper. Yes.
but I think that she is one of
And
the best
once again, I think
rappers. Period.
The challenge is that when it comes to females nowadays, rap ability is not the
Yeah,
mark.
Mark,
that's
no,
not the mark.
what
That's
I'm
not the
saying.
mark.
Okay,
So it's,
yeah.
it's,
Right.
not, it's not that Nicki is not talented. It's just that this.
No, I love Nicki.
This landscape is not designed for Nicki to win.
But this is why
I feel
I
like
say that I get
and-
mad at what you guys' takes are sometimes on music. Like what you were getting ready to say about Ice Spice is like because her sex appeal and the landscape is what it is. It's the absence of rap ability.
But I'm even when she's putting out there, I feel like everything she does sounds the same. Like there's no.
But she's
But
like-
brand new.
but hold on, no. Originality, stop it, because originality is also different. Originality and rap ability are still two
now she's
different
original?
things. No, I'm saying she doesn't have to be original. I'm saying she's unoriginal. I'm saying that her music is a formula.
She's
it's
like 21,
formulaic.
She's 21, 22.
Right. I didn't say
She's a baby.
she
But
doesn't
I
have
feel
to
like
be
that's when you should
groundbreaking.
have the most drive.
Look,
But I
man.
think she with the way the landscape is, I think she's doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Yes,
Alright, we'll see.
exactly.
Taking full advantage of it. Now, if 5-10 years from now her strategy
It's
is
the
still
same
shake
thing.
my
Shake ass.
when-
Yeah, like
But
then we gotta.
but I'm saying where else
No,
is
she-
it going to
she-
develop to?
She's starting to rap. Like the
Yeah.
last song she put out, she sounded like Nicki Minaj. Like
I
word
do
for
think
word,
you
bar for bar,
hold
she was,
on, but you
she
got to
was giving that
remember
energy.
that you got to get the crowd in first,
Right.
Right. So
Right.
I do think that there's strategy to that. Just like when it was probably a while ago. This last song that she dropped when she's in like the truck or something, and then
Yeah, just give me the light.
yes, that one, right? So in that trailer, it's literally pink truck, ass shake, motorcycle, end. That's it. And why?
waiting for it.
Because that was enough. And then before that, the song when she was in the deli, it's girls in a deli, her bend over, ass shake, deli again, end.
Yeah.
That's it. That was 2 snaps, by the way. So
You got to tell me twice.
look, man, all I'm saying is that there's a reason, right? It's purposeful. I don't know if she needs to change it up just yet. I do think she's getting tired of it. It's wore out as well, going, but it's a reason. And just like that, Chris Brown is a reason. The Trey Songz is a reason. There's a demographic when they listening to it, that's what they want. So you give them what they want.
We'll see in 5 years.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Waiting
Look,
on it.
But main point, I just want to make sure that we separate entertainers
Yes.
from regular people. We have
Ooh.
to. I think that's where the line gets confused.
Right.
Where people try to mix things up and, well, you should just, the way you are is fine and you should stay the way. No, not if you're a regular person not trying to get in this industry. Then you're just doing it for your own pleasure.
There's a level of respect that you should have with your partner.
Right.
Now, to your point, even when it comes to having a music career, I do think that there's some discussion that can be had. But I do think that it absolutely has to be had when you don't have any real reason. If you just wake up one morning and you're like, I'm an accountant, Chris Brown is in town, I want to go pay $1,000 to have him grope me as I bend over, and your man,
Y'all
your
are
man
really
can't-
pressed about
and
this
you're in a
picture.
relationship. I'm just saying that people were getting mad at dudes for
Y'all
being
really
mad.
pressed. Because it doesn't make sense to me. It's a picture.
Wow.
It's a picture.
Okay, all right, it's a picture.
I'm pretty sure there was a line of like 43 women. He said 4 pictures. Click, click,
You
click.
know what it is?
Next. Like,
But that goes to show like the difference of how
Men and women.
like for the mental gymnastics that are done when disrespectful or infidelity things are done. To you, you're like, well, there was no connection, so there should be no offense. I felt nothing about this. He felt nothing about this. Therefore, the optics, it doesn't matter what the optics look like. It just happened. Deal with it.
I feel like if the rules were changed and this was a porn star and dudes went out to take pictures with the porn star, women would not even.
I think that's
women wouldn't bat an eye.
maybe
They probably would have paid half for y'all to take the picture, to be quite honest.
I don't know, man.
Y'all
Girls,
think it's
women's
too
is
deep.
freaky now.
So can we just accept that men and women are different? And
Yeah, that might just
That
be a
way?
thing,
All
right?
right. Okay. We're different.
Can we, yeah, let's respect the differences. Now, before Rayven tries to take me out, there was another important figure in the media that recently had his 50 Cent moment.
Yeah,
got taken out.
Almost got
next.
taken out. Right. So, your mans.
Man.
Who's man? That's not my man's.
Your mans. That's your mans.
Who's-
We know. You don't. No, don't worry.
That's your
Raven,
man.
we don't have to discuss your political affiliations.
all,
It's okay.
that's-
Don't worry
that's
about it.
his
No, we're not a
mans.
political. You got it. You got it. Don't worry about it. We don't.
Nah,
The
We
hell?
won't get into Raven's political affiliations.
I don't even know him.
Right. Until that ballot come out. No, I'm playing.
What are y'all thoughts about this whole Trump thing?
I feel like it
Was
was
it
staged.
staged?
I feel like it's 100. I think it was staged. The part that makes me so mad is like so many people are like, oh, people lost their life. I feel like
Yeah,
the
apparently
government
somebody died,
did
right?
COVID. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they never cared about
You have, like, a
jeopardizing.
sinister view of
I'm
the
not
government,
okay. Like, look at the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
That was the government. Look at Katrina. That was the government. COVID, the government. Like, you think that the government wouldn't let somebody get shot?
Okay.
Well, okay. So here's the size of it, right? If you have, my thoughts was whether you believe somebody orchestrated it outright, like it's a staged event. I do think that there were pieces put in place to allow shit to happen, right? Because remember, this is not just a candidate. This is an ex-president, right? And you're telling me Secret Service.
Why you sound like Denzel Washington?
He did. Though. He did. He did.
You telling me that Secret Service? Nah, but for real, you telling me the Secret Service was cool with, or just was so unaware that you let some random dude climb up on a roof where the crowd was like, "Yo,
Yeah, there's somebody
there's
on
a
the
nigga on the roof," and nobody.
Where was this again?
With a gun.
Oh shoot, was it
Missouri?
Missouri? I believe it's Missouri. That's where the RNC is currently.
So somebody made a valid point in terms of like Secret Service. Who pays for it? Is it Trump?
I think
Or is
that's
it the
I think that's the
government
federal
that
government pays
they
for
provide it? Now, do they only give you a certain budget?
allocation.
So somebody checked it and cleared.
Somebody-
That's what you said. It was like I didn't get paid for this event.
Either that, or they didn't have a big enough budget to secure the situation properly.
There's no
Bro,
way.
it's
I-
an
look,
ex-president. They
Yeah.
have to.
I'm with y'all.
You're supposed to get Secret Service for life, I believe, when you were
sure.
president.
Unless Trump was
but-
like, nah, fuck that. This is my hood.
Right.
No. I don't think that he be that. My other issue is that they looked so unprofessional. When you slow down the video and you watch them,
Yeah, they looked
like
shook.
some of them,
They looked
Trump getting
unprepared.
shot, they're just standing there.
Hot,
Or there was
yeah.
a lady that was like 5'2", who was like gun out, gun in. Like it was just so bad.
Nah, you see, she couldn't holster her gun.
She didn't know what to do. Do I
Yeah.
run away? Do I go with the president? Do I put my hand up? Like she was
Right.
confused
She was
as
gonna
ever.
block the bullet.
So I got so many questions for that.
I feel like
There's a
Jobs
lot.
be hiring anybody these
Oh.
days,
And-
though.
No,
But I feel like
Nah,
that's
there's
the
people-
thing.
That's kind of
Okay,
where I'm going too.
so-
Like, is the training really all the way there? Because there hasn't been an assassination attempt, at least that we know of, in years. So in terms of that happening, it might be something
They
that,
were
yes, you
unprepared.
can
They got a
put
little
training
lax.
on,
Yeah.
but the likelihood of it happening, you know what I mean?
And I'm sorry, the ear, like,
Well, I mean, okay, look, I did see like a diagram of where they look at the bullet trajectory, and if you
He was
look
supposed
at
to
it,
get that in the head.
he was gonna get that straight on, and it just so
just turned
happened
at the
he
right
turned,
time.
he looked, so it went, instead of going straight at him, he turned, so it clipped the ear.
Yeah.
God, it could have, that
Or-
shit could have been ugly. That's crazy. Nah, that's right. You're right. Look, hey, that's okay. That's fair. That's fair.
The devil said, "I still need you."
There's still work to do.
Damn.
What do they say? Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I can't say that it was staged. I just
Right.
think there was a lot of questionable situations that there's videos of the guy pacing back and forth.
He's just suspicious
Yeah,
off
like,
the jump.
on his own over there as a Secret Service. You
And I'm
pay
sure
attention to that.
they coulda
You're
took him
supposed
out.
to.
What happened?
So they could have took him
They could
out.
have been taken him out.
Yeah.
Even when the people are like, yo, there's somebody on the roof. He's
Yes,
got a gun.
people pointed at
There's
him.
a police officer right there. Like,
He's like, oh, what are we
yeah,
talking
you're
about?
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as you see that, boom. Because technically,
That's
I
what I'm trying- that's
I
what I'm
can't
trying-
confirm, but I'm assuming the way that I would see it is Secret Service is in communication with local law enforcement. That's how it should
Well,
be.
for what it's worth, they did coordinate. They did. That can be
It
confirmed.
should-
That
it
is,
should be.
yeah.
So where if law enforcement sees something,
They're supposed
they
to
should have
communicate that.
direct contact to, hey,
To let them
Mm-hmm.
know,
you
listen,
guys
Right.
check this out. Secret Service should have technology.
nobody should have been on the roof.
No, absolutely. No. Secret Service should have been on the roof.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so somebody
Y'all some Scooby-Doo ass niggas.
I'm just saying, either it was staged or lots of people getting
All
fired.
right. Well, here's this. Even no matter what you believe, I will say this. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's over,
game over.
but it takes events like that to unify certain groups. And as much as we being maybe outside of political parties, I will tell you the RNC was divided going into this.
Yeah.
The Republican Party was divided. They didn't necessarily want Trump again. There's different people who are maybe a little more extreme than Trump, some people who are a little bit more conservative than Trump, whatever. But when you give people something to rally behind, that's some shit.
Spark the fire.
Right, you spark the fire. So now it's a us against them type situation. He has the door open to paint whatever narrative he wants to paint now. They didn't want me to be president.
They tried to take me
They
out.
tried to take
Yo,
me
with his
out.
fist up though. That's,
Right.
But I think he's just trying to show that he's still there and Biden isn't. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole other
Yo.
I got shot at and I stood up and I was still there. If that would have happened to Biden, game over.
That would have been game over. You
He
think
would've fell
so?
asleep.
He would have fell asleep. It's crazy.
We would have thought he was dead,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
he'll be like, "What happened?"
Unfortunately,
Don't do my
like,
boy like that.
it's
Yo,
tough,
that's
man.
wild.
It's tough.
Nah, but for what? Yeah, and the Democrats they're kind of scrambling right now. I know that they're like
They gotta even do something.
They were sending out feelers recently to see how people would receive Kamala Harris being the nominee versus Joe Biden if they decided not to have him rerun. I don't
He's
think
gonna
that's
need
ever
to save
happened.
a baby or something.
Yeah,
Like he'll have to
yo,
do something extreme.
For real, turn it to Super Joe or something. Cause I don't know, man. It's not looking.
And it's really unfortunate. Like I don't even want to say it, but it feels like Trump got it.
That's your boy.
Nah, chill
That's
out.
your man's.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
All right,
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
it's real uncomfortable. Say
It's
your
it.
piece.
It's unfortunate because there's so many things that I disagree with in terms of like Trump's ideology.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like you're watching the Democrats fumble the ball on
Well-
so many levels, and it's like, bro, y'all could have been as soon as Biden got elected, they should have planned for the next election. They didn't. It's almost like they fell asleep, and now we're here, and they're like scrambling to figure out what are we gonna do.
Well, I actually disagree. I
think
don't.
so?
I hate the idea, and it's not that I disagree all the way, but I disagree with the idea of getting in office and immediately planning to rerun. Because to me, the simple thing should be
Not
that
to
you get in
rerun.
office, you do things that make people want to keep you in office.
Yo, you
It's
do what
that
you
simple.
say.
You
Not
do what you say. That's it. You do what you
For
say.
sure,
Stand on business.
Right,
When
you
I
stand
say
on
plan
business.
for the next election, it's in terms of we know, but we knew Biden wasn't gonna like be in the right state to run again. We knew this.
I'm still waiting for my
People
loan
were already
forgiveness.
People were already questioning it first time he came in.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, no disrespect, but Biden should be like an advisor to a president.
The secretary.
That's actually a good role, though.
I'm sure that he has knowledge of certain things. But being a president requires a certain level of
physical fitness, mental sharpness, acuity.
Like that at his age, any one of us being president would like lose our shit. It's not an easy job.
No, it's not.
He's not in the best physical shape to do it.
It's also
that's an unfortunate reality.
It's a very stressful position off the rip. And I will say this: this is like if it should be a very clear cut thing if they were at the same alertness level. That
this is just so bad.
that Joe is highly qualified, way more qualified than Trump.
Yes.
If you had a international incident, who would you trust to deal with the shit?
I don't know anymore. That's the problem.
But I feel like it's a double-edged sword.
But for different reasons now,
Yes.
right? Like it's not that I expect Joe Biden to have the knowledge. But I don't know if he has the awareness to actually hold down the facts of what's going on. Did you guys see that he and again I will say sometimes people misspeak, but he called Zelensky Putin in the middle of the shit. Zelensky looked up at him like, nigga, you mean the nigga I'm going to war with?
Yeah.
Like what? What's going on? And so that's where we go because I wouldn't trust Trump to have the tact to deal with those situations, but I know the nigga's gonna be listening in the conversation.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm hoping that we get some better options. I don't know.
I'm gonna make sure I'm out the country.
Talking about a trip? What about Jamaica?
What about Jamaica?
I hear they have some lovely rafts out there. The clay is full and nutritious, and they have people who are on the riverbeds who happen to be very good at human physiology, Rayven.
I've never heard of it. What is this?
That's wild. Like when I think about these things, like when people go out there and like, y'all not scared of like STDs and all that?
Bro, y'all not scared of STDs?
No, I wouldn't do it.
So I'm saying niggas be doing some wild shit.
Well, niggas be niggering, but
So that's what. Okay,
that ain't me. I don't know what they be doing.
I don't know what they be
I don't know what they be doing. But that's something I was worried about. Like, you out the country,
You know what
stranger that you don't know.
You know what I find so funny is that, whenever it's a perspective of a woman, y'all be really reading between lines.
And then she's lacing everybody. She's
the
lacing them up. She's making
like
sure they're sharp.
Yeah.
She's look. They're bringing out. They're cleaning the ice.
My statement was directed towards people, not women only. Yes, it started with the Jamaicans, but people in general. Like, I just wonder, like, when people go out there and like smash somebody that you don't like, you literally playing Russian roulette. Like, one wrong person.
I think that's
you never smashed
that is everything, huh?
You never smashed somebody that you didn't know?
One night stand?
Oh, wait, one night stand?
Yeah.
I had a one night stand before.
Were you scared of the STDs?
I mean, do we not use protection?
All right. Protection doesn't protect you from STDs.
Don't do that, Tez. Yo, don't do that, Tez.
What we talking
Let's
about?
go back to health.
What happened? Huh?
Even on the box it says that it's not 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not 100%, but I'm just saying, like, do you not take precautions?
Bro, I just feel like that's people wearing masks during COVID. Like,
That's
it was a good look, but.
I mean, okay.
What does it do?
Hey, Ray, I guess if you saying that the alternative is better to just go meat to meat, then do what you gotta do. But
I mean, if you don't want to get her pregnant and have your child have a.
Well, all right. Look, all I'm saying is that when you're on vacation,
nah, I can't.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about Rayven. Be careful with these raft niggas.
I have a man, so I'm not going on vacation worrying about no nigga.
Stand on that. That's it.
Thanks.
Right. Absolutely. Okay.
I'll be rooting my friends on though, like.
And that's
Get it glow.
Wow. So you the hype man?
I am a hype. Oh, I'm a hype man.
See, that's messed up.
What extent do you play wing woman?
Wing woman?
To what extent do you play wing woman?
So if you see your girl who has a man,
no. I don't do that. So like, I mean, I've been put in uncomfortable situations where I know, damn, I'm speaking too much.
No. This is real.
But I know, like, I know that somebody may or may not be in a relationship, and I just choose to mind my business because one thing I realized, you can't be in nobody's relationship. Like, even vice versa. Like, when I told one of my friends that she was getting cheated on, she, wilded out for a little bit and then went right back to the nigga. And then, you get what I mean? Now me and the dude beefing.
Damn, yeah, you try to fuck your shit
Yeah,
up.
so at that point, like, honestly, I just mind my business. I'm not an enabler. Like, don't have me doing no wild. Don't put me in a predicament, because I have been put in situations where,
Yo.
like, my friend will want to do something filthy, and then the friend has a friend.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, you here? No,
Yeah.
like, no, we're
You
not.
here for him?
We're not doing that.
That's a tough one. That is a
E,
very
what
tough
about you? Yeah.
It's
What
tough.
extent do you play wingman?
I don't. I'm out the game.
Well, when you weren't
wasn't
out the game, when you were in the game. Yeah.
I never was.
This nigga was going on 2 mans.
No. I never. When it came to like relationships,
Mm-hmm.
like I can't. If you're in a relationship and you gonna do something, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know about it. Never had. I don't.
Do
that's
you
none
do
of my
you
business.
play the moral voice of reason? Like, I don't even mean like full on telling their partner, but do you try to talk them out of bad situations or?
Yeah, like bro, like if you.
Bro,
really
you
love
got
a
a
girl,
good-
like,
you
it's
got a
not-
good
it's not-
girl that-
That right there is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's
What about you, Ray? You cheerleader or you try to give them the talk?
So I feel like, in my perspective, if I feel like their relationship is over, it just didn't reach its end yet, by all means. Because I feel like these situations that I'm talking about, it was done to them. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? So I'm kind of like, girl, you need to live your life and let this do go. So I would support that, because I don't want to see my friend be in an unhealthy relationship. I want to see them live.
Yeah.
We're young. But if they do have a good relationship, a good person, somebody that I know for sure that they're going to try to settle down with, I will 100% say something.
You know what? I agree with that one. I agree with that because even in my side dude days, I would only go for women who
Damn.
had.
I asked this nigga
Unhealthy relationships. He put them
He
in
didn't want to break up a
categories.
happy home.
No, I can't.
He had to know that there was some type of dissension first.
He on Facebook looking at statuses.
Status is-
Oh, did he never text her back?
Yo,
All right.
come on,
Nah,
bro.
What
he
it
he
do,
has like a
shawty?
checklist
Come
of
on.
like, okay, she's complained about her boyfriend 5 times this week.
5
times?
5 times. All right, cool. We good.
you
We in
doing?
there. What you doing? That's
You like,
crazy.
yeah, I see your
Yeah,
old
no,
boy in Puerto
yeah,
Rico
yeah.
posted up with that shit.
Did you ever? Okay, E, on your side dude days,
That's crazy.
did you ever actively throw some fuel on the fire?
Yo, these-
No. The reason why it's tough, right? He brought the fuel to the table. Like he literally he was. The situation I'm thinking about.
Please go ahead, tell the
He
story.
was making it too easy.
Tell the story.
He was cheating on her with his other baby moms.
So what'd you do?
What you mean?
No, I'm saying he made the fire, right? You threw some coals in it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying,
like,
like, what did you?
He ain't shit. He ain't treating you right. You deserve better.
Damn, you was one of.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Like, she does deserve
That's
better.
not how the game go.
What game?
No,
That's not his friend.
That's not it.
I didn't even know the dude.
That's not
you know
his
what I mean?
friend.
Yeah, I
She
don't know
deserved
him.
I
better.
don't, but bro, man. But you know what? Maybe it is because there's plenty of like 90s R&B songs like he don't cheat you right.
Yeah.
Shit, man. All right, well,
You know what I'm saying?
okay. Now my question is, let's reverse it a little bit. You mentioned checking out of a relationship or like the
Yeah.
relationship is like on its last legs. Do you feel like
So I can't take you seriously today.
I guess not, right? Damn.
You do a slam poetry. Do you feel?
Do you feel like when you checked out, how do you check back in? And do those checks click? Nah, but yeah.
Do those
nah.
checks?
Do
Yo,
those
that
checks
was
clear?
fire. Yo, let me write that down.
Look, man. Okay, but on the real, do you feel like you can check back into a relationship? Do you
Yeah.
feel like once it's, you know what I'm saying, like you've had your moment,
It depends on what the checkout looked like. Because if it's checkout, I went and did my dirt.
No, but I feel like the checkout happened before you did the dirt. Like for a relation.
But that's what I'm saying. So in relation, there's always gonna be moments where you check out in a sense. Where you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ups and downs.
right?
But if you check out to the point that you entertain something else,
Yeah.
nah.
No.
No.
You don't feel all right. So
But entertaining to what? I feel like cheating is automatically like a no
What's the
go.
definition of cheating? 'Cause for me, if you give somebody the energy that they have the chance, that's
Cheating?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it could be just texting. That's out of pocket.
yes, I do believe
If we're
that.
together and you give somebody, nah.
I agree with all of that, but I do disagree that I guess it's the end all depending on what you receive and accept, right? Like I know you said that, you might continue a relationship up until you get your lick back. And like
Me?
Who said that?
you were saying that if you get cheated on, you might continue a relationship.
Me, if I get cheated on, I'm done.
Oh, well then,
I was just
then what
giving-
was all of that about?
I was given a perspective of
He got the recorded.
Yeah,
Play it.
I was given a perspective of I understand guys
Okay,
who
why we do it?
stay to get the
All
look
right,
back.
look,
You see what he's doing
Right,
here?
exactly.
Political.
Let me put it in perspective, right? We had that recent "Am I the asshole" situation. Dude gets cheated on, girl cheats on him. Like year into the relationship, he goes 5 years more. He didn't feel great about himself. I guess his idea was to put it behind him and do more. Relationship ends. She's like, "You wasted my life," and he's like, "Did I really? Because you cheated on me, right?"
That shit was dumb.
Now
In front of
somebody
your family.
Now, somebody said that the dude was holding that in his back pocket to throw at her. Now, I'm of the notion that he legitimately tried to get over it. I think that when how they say that women are better cheaters than men, I do agree with that. But I also agree that I also believe that part of it is due to the guys who are complicit, the side dudes, are easier to keep at bay. They're keep quiet about it. But also, I think that the men who get cheated on keep quiet about that shit too. I think that it's more embarrassing for men to get cheated on. Now, those guys may hold on to it to get a lick back, or they hold on to it to get past it. But the more popular public opinion of men is that, and that shit right there, it's over. It's lost. I've lost my respect in this situation. You entertained another dude. For you to even do that, you wanted him to take my place. Now, do you think that if say that dude was to check out, somebody said that he checked out of the relationship over those 5 years. He wasn't that serious about it anymore. I disagree, but if he did check out, do you think that situation could have changed? Like, because he was literally about to move them across country.
I don't think he was about to move them cross country. I feel like the way he worded it didn't really give her the opportunity. Like when he said it to her, she just found out. You get what I mean? She was like, "Wait, what do you mean? Like I'm confused. Like I can't pick up and move." I feel
She
like
said how long? He was like forever. This permanent.
that's what I'm saying. But when you're in a serious relationship, you're supposed to bring up like, listen, I'm going to apply to this job here. What are your thoughts?
Well, it was a promotion.
Not just that, but I think there's also
You have to show interest in the
once
promotion.
she cheated, there's a level of trust that was broken. So it's like I can't trust you with
This news.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't believe in me.
Yeah.
You don't. You're
All
not.
right.
I can't trust
Well,
you.
no,
with
but
that.
that's what they said.
That's the reality.
But I don't. That's why I say when somebody gets cheated on, even if you feel that you can get past it,
You might not.
You might not, because your view of
I
this
can't.
person perception is changed. Like, and that happens beyond just cheating. On a more superficial note, women who date professional fighters, watching your nigga lose and lose badly changes your perception of a nigga, right? Like,
Never thought about that.
I mean, ask most women. Like, you watch your man, even if he's not a professional fighter.
Outside in real life, I can see that, but as a professional fighter, it's almost like you prepare for that. You know that it might happen.
I'm not
you
gonna
know what I
win
mean?
all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're mentally prepared. But
Yeah.
outside, if something goes down and your dude gets knocked out, eesh.
So
Get his
there's
ass
an
beat
interview.
out.
There's an
Wow, I
interview
don't even know
somewhere,
how.
and maybe I do think that it was more along the lines of how he lost that made it, but we can kind of clip it in there somewhere. But she's being interviewed. She's dealing with a professional fighter, and she was like, as I watched him like go down and try to like block the punches or whatever, it was over.
It turned her off.
It turned her off. It was over.
Wow.
You
I
want
think
him to
that
die, get a concussion? I'm confused.
I didn't make the rules. That was what she said. I'm just saying that there are certain things that, can happen that make people instantly turn off. I do think cheating changes how you feel about somebody, right? Especially if the intimacy was built on safety or level of safety, level of trust, level of all of that. But back to the original point, do you feel like you can kind of check back in? And under what circumstances can you check back in?
This is
No?
for me. I feel like after cheating, no. Personally, for me, absolutely not, because I don't know. My mind goes everywhere. You know what I mean?
Now,
and
now
I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to figure out like
Do you believe in
how it went
couples
down.
counseling?
not, for
not cheating,
though.
no.
No?
For disagreements, for whatever you want to call it, but not for cheating.
See, I don't. To me, I think that maybe it's because I think couples counseling is for the bigger stuff.
You know,
Right.
the bigger stuff could be you guys are headed in different directions, but you still want to stay
Yeah.
together. Like, but cheating, yo, there's no coming.
And I feel like 9 times out of 10 too, unless it was a trip or something like that, it's somebody that you built like a magnetic connection for, whether it was like
Okay.
a coworker or something. So like now, like
even-
we're in shared spaces and
Okay, so the cheat matters. The type of cheat matters.
it don't cheating. Period.
But
It don't matter.
even
But
on a trip, right? If it happens on a trip, now how do you trust that person to go on another trip without you?
that's true.
How do you navigate that?
That's true. But I
Even
feel
if
like
they tell you straight up, like, no, how do you? What do you have?
I even
They can
feel
still go and cheat again and tell you it didn't happen.
Right.
for the opposite person, the person who cheated, they'll forever be in an imprisonment. I feel like because that person's never
Self-guilt.
gonna forget.
Yeah.
You always feel like you have to make up for what that person did, or let me FaceTime her when I'm driving home so she knows, I left work and went straight. It's like nobody wants to live like that, and I feel like maturity has a lot to do with it. Not saying that people can change, or grow outside of their, ways. But I feel like within that relationship that foundation is already broken, like on both parties.
That's true. Now, do you feel that you can? Does understanding the situation help you navigate to a solution? Like understanding how it came to.
I feel like that would make me more mad. I would want to know, but
Not
here-
like I'm not talking about like the details.
Details?
Like you went, oh well, baby, I went to the club and then I had a couple of shots. No, I'm talking about like one of the as I'm getting these am I the
like I know
asshole
what you're about to say.
situations, right? A bunch of these that I'm getting are a lapse of intimacy or closeness that then drives people, and it's oddly enough, it's in both cases, male and female. It drives them into the arms of somebody else.
I feel like it's mostly men, but go ahead.
It is mostly men, but there's some women sprinkled in there, but for different various reasons. Like, but regardless, the idea is that it's like maybe it's like a lack of attraction, something like has happened that they no longer interested or whatever the case may be. But being unable to resolve intimacy issues.
Yeah, right.
Ray is like,
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah,
You
I'm
going down-
good.
you going down bad right now.
well,
Is there something that you want to share?
yeah, right.
Nah, I'm just letting him. I'm letting him cook.
I'm just saying because then like one situation was the girlfriend forced abstinence. She wanted to explore abstinence. That was one situation. Another situation was that she had, I think they boiled eventually after a couple updates, she had changed birth controls. And that was something. Another
That's something new that I found out. Like birth
Yeah.
control can actually change the way you look at your man. Like
Yeah.
your attraction to your man, you could literally like. Did you know that? Like a girl's birth control can make her.
First off, it can destroy libido right off the bat.
That's off rip.
But
like she could really like become disgusted with how you look, how you smell, how you.
it changes her reaction to your pheromones.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
So if you're in a situation, it could change the way she reacts to conflict. It can change the way that she reacts to just about everything. It changes her entire brain chemistry, or can impact her entire brain chemistry. So if you find that she's acting different and she's changed her birth control recently,
might wanna look into that.
consider that explore that as a situation, as an option. But yeah, those are what happens, and then they try to go to counseling and everything else. And granted, in these situations, they didn't necessarily cheat, but if you understood that, right, and say man steps out, does whatever, comes back, and then like y'all realize, well, this is what happened, and you're like, well, I was going through this, and this is why I was this way? Or do you feel like once he's crossed that line, it's over?
No, once he crossed the line, it's over. And I felt like, let's say there was a lack of intimacy there, right? And he made it vocal, right? I feel like it's the female's responsibility to give an understanding to why it's not that way. And I feel like at that point, the couple has a problem that they need to solve, and they need to solve it together. Cheating is not a solution to that problem. So that's the part I don't understand.
Can you understand? And I'm playing devil's advocate here, right?
Per usual.
If the man comes to the woman and says, "Hey, we haven't been intimate," right? And she's like, "Okay," and does nothing about it, can you understand a man stepping out?
No.
Not that it's right or wrong, but can you understand?
Well, I think that this also kind of
there's other avenues.
Like, please enlighten us.
There might be somebody out there going through.
That's what I'm saying. Beat your fucking meat, like.
Oh man, so you want to be in a full-fledged relationship, and the answer is
and then
beat your meat.
But I'm in a state and figure out what the fuck is going on with your relationship.
But you know, you're like, okay, say you don't have a proactive partner or a cooperative partner.
Then that should not be your partner. Because if that's how they handle
the roles,
right?
It's a different. So if your man literally doesn't give you any attention, right? And you're like, hey, babe, like.
Well, that at that point it becomes a commentary on her self-esteem. That's the narrative that when I'm literally when I'm looking at these "Am I the Assholes?" and I'll pull up some examples later. That's what narrative gets pushed. It's that, well, he clearly doesn't feel a responsibility to make you feel desired. And she paints it like, well, he's making me feel like I'm not beautiful. He's making me feel like I'm not.
No, I'm about to, though. Is it good? Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Did you watch it? I don't want to ruin it.
I just want to know who came out the casket, because that's what everybody keeps talking about.
I don't want to ruin it.
Word? It's like that? All right, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Yeah. Y'all check out the news.
All right, guess we watching Tyler Perry after this.
Nah, just say it. If it's relevant.
No, I mean, it pretty much kind of touches on that. It's a chick who's in a relationship and she's trying to, like, get her man to check back in, and he's just completely checked out. Like, completely checked out. But you haven't seen the trailer, the clip or whatever? They're at the dinner table?
I just saw the memes.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to send it to y'all.
But I feel like my biggest thing, though, I feel like in those type of situations where the roles are reversed, the women stay and figure it out. Like, you know what I mean? They may have a disconnect where they're just kind of like, all right, like, whatever. But I feel like it never goes outside the relationship. Man.
What? Yes, it does. They be finding text buddies. They be like, and that's the thing. I think women get fulfilled differently. Like sex.
I was just about to say it's
emotional. Sex to men is emotional connection to women.
Yes. Don't get me wrong.
That's the hard part, because women can have that text buddy or whatever, never really do anything with them, but they feel fulfilled. While men, I can't go out and smash somebody else because that's breaking.
But men do. So
don't know. I'm saying that. Look,
men don't.
All right,
I will
whatever.
say that.
We can say most.
I'll give it to you.
We'll say most.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'll give it to you.
Thanks.
Most. Jeez. All right. Look. Now let's go to a more positive thing about relationships, because I saw a quote that it was a tweet, and I thought about it heavily after. They said that if Dr. Umar had a wife, that school would have been built 10 years ago.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
And yes, I know we had a conversation before where we need to kind of explore what marriage means to, our communities. And one thing that I do feel like marriage absolutely brings is organization. And another thing is a lack of distraction brings focus.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
No. Hold on.
I to being locked in.
Thank you. That's what it is. To me, when I say marriage, I'm speaking, one, to a productive marriage, and two, to a wife that supports and keeps you going, keeps you locked in, right? So you want to have somebody, if you have a partner who is helping you achieve your... Here's the thing. The only reason why I say no is because it's like the idea with the talking stage, right? When you have certain labels to things, there's an intrinsic idea of being locked in or not, right? When you say girlfriend, people don't always think of girlfriend as permanent, right? When you think of wife, you should. When you think of wife, husband, you should be thinking permanent. You should be thinking as one, right?
I think that's a false sense of security.
I do too, but that's really more so on the examples that we've seen, not on what it's supposed to be. I'm speaking from an idealistic perspective,
what it actually
right? What it stands for, right? But that's just like when a woman, Rayven, says, "Well, we was on a break. You know, we was just talking. We was in a talking phase. We wasn't locked in. We wasn't for real together. We was just kind of together. It was a situationship. You were still entertaining people. I was still entertaining
people. If
people.
somebody's entertaining somebody, then we're not together.
So what would you have moved differently if you guys were married on a break?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
If I was, yeah, absolutely.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
so I mean, I think you're.
But I mean, I'm saying marriage. Like, I feel like in marriage,
locked in.
I feel like a break is more so. Listen, like
I don't wanna see you.
we're clashing heads.
No,
I want us to work out, so let's figure it out separately before we figure it out together.
I don't see it that way, but I think you're proving Tez's point.
But I'm saying relationship break. That's like I don't even know.
Right,
if I
you
wanna
might
be
as
with
well
you.
have right.
Okay.
I think when you relationship break and you're just like boyfriend girlfriend,
That's
I
that
think
fading
that-
off process.
Thank
like,
you. I think you're weaning off and trying to get, because oftentimes the progress that you're making is to be alone, not to be better for your relationship.
I disagree.
It's like putting that nicotine patch on. Like,
Yeah, I don't
let
want
me
to
still
need
get
you
the
anymore.
feeling, but I ain't gonna smoke.
The way that I see it is, I don't know. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Like I'm not gonna wait until I get a title to move a different way. You know what I mean? Like.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how. So sorry. Before
No.
you-
Go ahead.
Before
Before
I feel like women, like when they get the girlfriend title, this is going off of like what you said.
Yeah.
I feel like women give like I'm gonna say majority of their effort into the relationship, right? But or even like through the talking phase, I feel like they're ready to like cut their niggas off, you know, do A, B, and C and D, whatever. Not the type of bitches you talk to. But I feel
Damn,
like
wait, hold on, wait.
I
Why I catch it straight?
I feel like
why are you saying fuck me
offense.
for? Like, what?
But I felt like when dudes like they don't really fully commit until marriage.
Yeah, that's women. Women do that. Yo,
No.
women will have like 4 dudes lined up that they still kind of talk to
While you're trying to
While
talk
you're
to
talking
them.
to the-
While you're trying to talk to them.
Oddly enough, y'all are saying the same thing. It's
But
funny.
she's trying to put it on us.
No, but it's the same thing though. It's like, and this is where the problem comes. This is why I say that I don't like the talking phase. I don't like, because I think you said it best, right? When you were trying to get serious, you realized that serious started with you, right? Like you had to, and this is, I lost the nigga. We was going to pool parties. We was going to clubs and shit. We was going to we was doing all this shit. We was outside. And then suddenly he hit me. He's like,
I feel
yeah.
like I actually did hit you up.
He's
I
like,
think it's
yeah,
a
Taz.
wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap, man. I think I can't.
See, I feel like that's the great though. I feel
Absolutely
like,
it is.
Yeah,
Absolutely it
so
is, yeah.
I feel like some dudes be like trying to have one foot still
In
in
and
the
then one
kiddie
foot out.
pool,
Yeah.
and then one foot out. Like,
And for what it's worth, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Is that situationships, talking phase, it's let me still kind of be over here and see what's good with over here while I'm still dabbling here and kind of testing the waters over here. And when in reality, if you want shit to work out, you got to come in being ready, committed. And you can't just wait to say like, oh, you said I'm your girlfriend? Okay, let me start acting like I'm your girlfriend.
no, I feel like that always happens
But
beforehand
nah,
on the woman's perspective.
I'm saying this because I think Capella Gray said something that stuck. Most
Capella
women.
Gray. Like, shut the fuck up, yo.
Hold on, my man, he dropped some bars. He was saying, like, realistically, like, a lot of
What,
guys
City is
lie
My
to
Palace?
themselves. If you see a female who's bad, who has her shit together, you can't expect her to just drop everything for you right away. You have to kind of prove yourself, and in that stage of proving yourself, you're competing. A lot of guys don't really like keep that in mind. You feel me?
But this is the problem with that.
It's a reality. Some guys don't even know that they're competing.
That's
how
true,
bad it
but
is.
look,
I'm just letting them know, like, you are competing. Like, don't get fooled. Don't
there's
get
just
gassed.
options.
You are competing.
Check her Facebook.
Check her Pinterest. Check her
notes.
Pinterest.
That's not why I was saying that, but okay, damn.
But yeah, no, you are competing even if you don't even know it. So that's my main thing.
That's true. I just
So when
feel
is the
like
competition over?
it doesn't end until
when
it's.
she decides that, okay, you're the one, let me check in.
Honestly, I don't even know, and this is Toxic Tez talking. I don't know that it
It's just
necessarily does.
It doesn't.
Wow. Because there's always niggas on the bench. There's
Right.
always niggas from the past. There's always niggas
Not
who
always.
are at her job. No, and I say this because if she's a great woman, she looks good. Niggas recognize it. It's just like when women see a nigga who's got the lineup, he's fit, whatever he is.
Getting money.
He's getting money. He's
always
treating his girl well.
Yes.
You know what's one of the funniest things I thought about? When women see single fathers with their child.
That's true. I don't know. What it
Okay,
is. I'm just
all
like-
right.
I'm
So
not gonna lie. Yes. Like, I've seen it. And I be telling my girl all the time, like, yo, I be getting free stuff. And I'm like, yo, is she trying to flirt with me?
But
Right.
I feel like it's not even like to that sometimes. I just feel like it's just that recognition, like, wow, like
I'm gonna get a little
that's
sciencey on you.
my
It's a primal thing. It is you see mating signals. He is a partner who has successfully made it. He has interest in it. Is validation. Women date based off validation. It's just like when you look at these niggas, it's like this nigga's ugly. He's fucking pollo frito. Like he's fucking baked.
Yo, what's good with y'all? Y'all smoke before I got here? Like, damn.
Legally highest.
Is that what
You know what I mean? It's summertime. It's hot outside. Get you one of these.
Yeah.
Get you high in the blink of an
happened? Y'all
eye.
didn't say me nothing. Like, damn.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tez. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you get these guys who you wonder how.
He really said pollo.
Look, this nigga's butt ugly, right?
Yeah.
All right, and you're wondering why he can't dress, the nigga can't talk, whatever. But women are with him.
He's slinging sloan.
He's whatever it is. The validation is there. Somehow the women go for him, and if they go for him, other women go for him.
Yeah.
That's it. Like the dude who has the baddie, that baddie attracts more.
Yes.
It's just what it is. And that's because you guys, you just look for validation. You're like, okay, well, I don't have to. That's like some girl wrote in and she was like, I have a great man. He's good to me. He treats me well. But he don't got no bitches. I don't think he has, like, there's never anybody in his DMs.
Facts.
Nothing like, do none of these, do women not want this?
First of
nigga?
all,
Do I
don't
have
want
somebody
shit.
that nobody
I feel
wants?
Like I'm low key crazy. Like I don't want nobody in my man's DMs. I don't.
Look, I'm not saying that they want it, but
I
I'm
think that your
dumb.
man can pull chicks.
Yeah.
That was
I
just,
don't
that
think
was.
I don't think that you would be with him if you felt like he could.
Yeah.
I don't think you would.
I think the problem is that you start blending feeling safe that he wouldn't pull
Right,
chicks
right.
with the ability of he can't
That's
pull
true.
chicks.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's
I
true.
feel like he could definitely.
Yeah.
I was about to say pull some snow bunnies.
Take pictures with him.
Oh my!
Hey man, you know.
I feel like he could definitely finesse that landscape.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, Tez, you were saying?
I'm just saying that it's validation. So the single father, right, comes out with the baby. You see him at the park. The women is swarming him just because he shows that he's an adequate partner. He shows, it's proven, it's battle tested. He's there for his kid. He's doing all of the things. Whereas, you know, it's a little different for guys on that landscape, right?
Yeah.
It's not that we want the girl to have a bunch of niggas around her. We don't.
Definitely don't.
Like, yeah.
But I feel like just because you have access to something doesn't mean it belongs to you. So like women could have whatever.
Well, we're talking about the girls who are keeping niggas on the roster because of that, though.
Okay,
So
guys
these
do
are
that
these
too.
are theirs, though.
Guys do that too. Y'all be having 10, women be having 5. So let's get real.
But I think it's a little bit different because women require a little bit more to stay on the roster. Guys don't really.
I feel like men get salty about this topic because
It's easy for women.
I'm saying women receive when
Yeah,
they have
absolutely.
people on the roster,
Yeah.
and men you have to give to have people on the roster.
What is that thing about body count? Is like the difference is if you know
She
Steve
just
and
broke it
Mary,
down. She just broke it down.
if Steve and Mary both have 100 bodies, Steve has something that women desired,
Right.
whereas Mary just needed to
lacked something because
yeah.
any man could just slide in and just,
that was a reach, but okay.
It's you literally he had to work for those 100 people. Mary
You
didn't
don't
have
think
to
she had
work.
to work? You don't
No,
think Mary was on top,
And
breaking those knees?
Mary had to
No.
work to make it not 1,000.
Like-
that's the work that Mary did, was
Nah.
filtering out the other 1,000 niggas who
You
wanted
mean like
to
the
hit.
mental work in order to get there? Is that what
I'm
you
saying
mean?
that for a man to get 100 bodies, he has to not even just the work of game to try to, you know, sweep these women off their feet, but also to become the person that is desirable to these women in the first place.
I feel like if a man had 100 bodies, not all of them women. Guarantee you.
What?
Like if a man had 100 bodies, not all 100 bodies were women.
Jesus. Out of nowhere, she just said it. Yo.
Did she just say it's
Yes.
gay?
Yeah.
It's gay to have a
Yes, to have 100 bodies. Add that on the list. Add that on the list.
Wait. I'm not gonna lie. I heard it's gay to have over 100 bodies.
You didn't see it before? There was like,
That's
it's
what I
gay.
heard.
It's gay for a man to like pussy too much.
Yes. No, that's
That's
what I heard.
right.
He's like, after 50, let me try something.
Let me-
That's what I'm saying, yo. But that's the thing. It's like, okay, y'all been in pussy so much,
Yo.
you get bored. I guarantee you, not all 100
Oh,
bodies
man.
I'm
were
nowhere near 100,
female.
so I'm not gonna argue.
Oh,
if that's
man.
what it is, I don't want to know. I don't know.
That's
I-
not-
Because I feel like
Nah,
at that point, you just dilly daddling. Like it don't
Nah,
matter.
bro, that's not the. If you was
That is very
dilly
true, though.
dallying and you had thoughts of dilly and dallying before that, I don't think that turns to your dilly dallying.
I don't even think it ends. I don't even think it. I don't even think it ends
Yo,
there.
I got thrown under the bus
answer
last
quick, answer
episode.
quick, bro,
I got
answer
thrown under the bus last episode. We're not talking about that. So my point is,
Yo, you've been making this point for 30 minutes.
I know because we keep going up on tangents, bro. Bow, right? Do you think that you should start acting like the partner to get into the relationship?
Yes.
That came from you? You said that? For real?
Yeah. Well, I don't understand why you're so surprised. First of all, why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening.
You said, do I think I should act like a partner before I get into a relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like that talking stage,
It's the worst.
It is.
it's the worst, but I feel like I want to see what I'm finna get in the relationship, and I'm going to show you what you're finna get in the relationship because it's not about to be a surprise. I'm not wasting my time. So I feel like during the talking stage, yeah, I keep things open. But as far as who you're going to have as a girlfriend, like, I'm going to be supportive. I'm not going to put all my energy into you, but I look at that as, okay, this is a potential boyfriend. And if I fuck with him and I want him to be my boyfriend, then I feel like I'm going to not go all in, but I'm going to give a lot of effort.
Okay. Well, damn. Okay. I hear
I
it.
don't know.
Look at Raven.
I can't
No,
read.
I'm proud of that statement.
I'm surprised at that statement.
Let's get one of those.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we got.
I wonder if this one's going to be about women.
Let's see.
You hilarious. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend because she got really aggressive when I didn't tip? I had been dating a single mother for a little over 6 months now, and it began casually and got more serious than I think either of us planned. We agreed that once it hit 6 months, then I would meet her son. Our date started off strong. We saw Inside Out 2. It's a Pixar movie, you know what I'm saying? Then after lunch, we got some dessert at an ice cream chain, probably like a Cold Stone or something. I'm trying to give you the spark notes here. The problem was at the counter. The machine came up and the tip option came up and I skipped it. The girl behind the counter, she didn't faze her. Thought nothing beyond it and she just rang us up. I don't think either of those options were tip worthy. Literally just the girl who rings your shit up. After I took them home, I got a text from her about how I was cheap because I did not tip at the ice cream place. I explained my logic that I did not get any service from her, so why would I tip? She got very strident and actually called me to say that I had behaved poorly and I needed to give a shit about not tipping. I thought about this for a while and I decided that I didn't need it. So I texted her that I didn't really see a future with us. Basically, she said that he was a poor role model for her kid in the first place because of not tipping.
Two things. First and foremost, she don't like you, bro. She don't like you.
That's
and
it?
I think she was looking for a reason. You don't agree?
No, I feel like for me, I tip all the time.
Right.
So that would bother me. But not to the extent where I'm going to be like, you're a poor person, a bad role model. But I would mention it. Or like if the person didn't tip, I'm going to tip.
Being honest, does she like him? Being honest.
The only thing she did was give him feedback.
I know what you're going with this, and I'll say this. A lot of women have rules.
For guys who they don't really like.
Thank you.
If she rocks with you, if she rocks with you,
She don't give
something
a
like that,
fuck about
something
the
like
tip.
That, it don't matter.
As a matter of
she cares
fact-
that you came out, you popped
Yeah.
out, you paid for the thing. You know what I mean?
You met the kid, you
Yeah.
did all of that.
But I
She
feel
would keep
like,
that
I
in
don't
the
know.
back of the head.
I feel like women think about like little things. Like, I know like in my relationship, something small could happen.
They don't really like.
I feel like something small can happen, but I feel like if you do this is the morals you stand on, then you're going to do that somewhere else.
Where do we stand on tipping?
Me, I tip all the
Everywhere.
time, everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, Starbucks, I would tip if I go through the drive-through.
If I didn't sit down at a table and wait for
It's
the
the way he
service,
said, if I sit down
not
at the
tipping.
table.
What am I tipping you for?
You would be tipped at the barbershop.
Yeah, no, I definitely tip
Yeah,
you.
you
That's
tip at
different,
The,
yeah.
yeah, you
Come
tip
on.
at the barbershop.
Come on.
Which
Well,
barbershop?
He said, come on.
What you mean, which barbershop?
The other one
The
you be
Dominican?
going
Oh,
to?
the one, oh, yeah, you got to tip
Yes,
there.
you tip over there.
Yeah.
You be tipping what, $30?
Singles.
Single.
Right?
I mean, $30 a single's like this. I mean, so. Yeah.
Right.
But no. Yo, if I didn't sit down and enjoy a service, I'm not tipping.
Yeah, to me that's wild. I don't know. That's
So
wild.
you,
So break down. What am I tipping? Like, what am I tipping for?
I just feel like
Back, maybe.
The what?
Chefs in the back.
They're getting paid.
no, but they also split tips. Everybody splits tips.
But I didn't get no service.
you know what? This is,
So, okay, let me ask
Yeah.
you a question. Do you tip at CVS?
I don't tip at CVS now.
No.
I don't tip at CVS.
why?
Yeah. But the people, okay, if somebody who works at a counter at a place, they prepare your food into the plate, or they
I
make
used
your
to stock shelves at CVS.
they
That's
make your
hard.
sandwich.
It's hard labor.
They go somewhere else. But I feel like you also get paid more at CVS than you will
You on both sides of the fence, Ray.
How?
In context, it's
Okay.
imagine Cold Stone, right?
Right.
There's the nigga
They're
who's
getting
sitting
paid
there.
hourly.
First off, there's the nigga who's mixing the ice cream.
Yeah.
And then there's the girl at the register.
They
Yes.
get paid hourly.
It was the tip is asked at the girl at the register, right?
It doesn't go directly to her pockets though. It goes to every single employee that works there.
So the nigga who mixed the ice cream, tip worthy.
Yeah.
Really?
Nigga, I couldn't have ice cream if he
Wait.
didn't fucking make
A lot of
it.
these places don't even make the ice cream. They order the
No, and when I say to mix the ice cream, I literally mean this nigga scooped it,
Yeah.
boop,
Bro,
and
I
put
just,
your sprinkles
I'm
in
not.
it.
It's not for everybody. That's I don't know. Maybe it's a
You
Connecticut
know, when they send
thing.
that thing around that says put a tip, I'm like, damn, they got me.
And the thing is,
I put 50 cents.
You feel obligated?
50 cents.
You feel
Yeah.
you feel
Yo,
obligated?
I could never look somebody in the
Mm.
eye and be like, no.
I put $1.50. I look damn.
Yo, if I ever got it, maybe because like I used to bartend,
Oh, there it is.
and I feel like maybe
That's
that's
absolutely it.
where
That's
it
what it
comes
is.
from.
I think that if you,
requires a lot more.
'Cause
You're
I feel
actually
like-
working.
yeah, I think
If
so
somebody
too.
didn't tip,
Yeah.
like I'm cussing them out in my head, so I never
Yeah.
like want to make somebody like, you get what I mean? I don't know.
Job, sis.
I,
In the ice cream store,
But I'm saying
That's
some
it.
people
I-
do the
I-
job for it. I'm not saying the ice cream person does a job for tips, but I mean in the service industry, sometimes people waitress for the tips
I
purposely.
think my issue is the Cold Stone thing. If it was like a restaurant, y'all went out, y'all ate, and the person didn't tip, that's different.
Or maybe she didn't
All
like
right,
them,
no,
but
here, let me, because
she was just getting a free meal for her son. Like, I don't think.
I think that's what it was.
But I don't think women will go through all that effort. Like, I'm not. What's it?
you know what it is? It probably didn't even start like crazy. It probably, she said it, and then he was like, what? No. And then she didn't receive that well.
That's what I'm
I
trying.
think you're
but that's
being
what
generous.
no, but
I
that's
might
what I'm
be.
trying to
I might
say.
be. I might be.
Because why would
There
she
are-
introduce him to her son if she didn't fuck with him?
I do think she fucked with
She
him.
could have not fucked with him. She could have went to Cold Stone with just
I
her
mean,
and
technically,
him,
he ended it.
and he could have not tipped,
He ended it.
and she
So
could have had the same outcome.
I
Why
think that-
introduce him to her son?
I think she did fuck with him. He ended it. It's just the problem is the conflict got escalated because she wouldn't back down on some shit that he was like, yo, are you fucking
Even the
serious?
appro-
Are
I
you
think
dead ass?
The approach was completely unnecessary.
Absolutely. I don't think it
I
was
mean,
worth
I
it
would've
to even
said
bring it up.
something.
Really?
Right,
I would have been like, yeah, because even so, okay, like 2 weeks ago, I had an event. We were celebrating something. My friends and I, we went out. Whatever. We all got drunk. Right? We had 2 separate tabs. Me and my man were on a tab. My friend and their person were on the tab or whatever. And they left. And I
Her
realized.
friend side nigga was with them.
I realized, nah. I realized that they didn't tip. And then I go to this place, like, here and there. I want to say maybe like every other weekend. And I asked them, I say, hey, the people who just left, did they not tip? They were like, no. And I was like, all right, let me take care of it. Because at that point, I feel like I brought these people here. They were obviously with me. You see me all the time. Now, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like.
I guess, I don't know. Maybe I don't look at having a
know.
relationship with establishments like that the same way. Because I'm not saying that I don't tip, because I do. But I do feel like the thought process around tipping bothers me. That, nigga, you're doing your fucking job, bro. Like, if you do your job.
Nah,
And-
I'm telling you.
And no, don't get me wrong. I will say that, you still tip and you still appreciate the service. But there is a certain scope of things, and then there's additional service, right? If your job at a restaurant is to go to the back, well, take my order, go to the back, and bring it out to me, cool. That's what you're paid to do. Now,
Y'all ever worked at a restaurant
hold on,
before?
but if you now hold on, no,
Yeah,
because
I don't agree with that one.
no,
Like, all you're doing is taking the shit from the front.
What I'm saying is that if you are a waiter, right? There's a certain thing on your job description is what a waiter does. Now, if I'm sitting there and you're like, hey man, you do this, you give me suggestions here. If you're giving me insight there, if your customer service is good, that's where like the tip is warranted and like.
I was having dinner with
Yeah.
like a rich guy, whatever. He actually suggested to tip beforehand.
And then you
It
get more-
almost
you get more
guarantees
service.
a better
Yeah, experience.
It
experience.
depends on where you are.
I'm
I
not.
haven't tried it yet.
I'm not.
I
I'm
was
not
saying,
against it.
don't do that everywhere. Don't go to Miami doing that shit.
Yeah, right? Don't get me wrong. I do think I can see the logic there. But I guess in my head, if you are a waiter and you decide to treat someone badly because you don't anticipate a tip, where does that leave the tip? If you got poor
but I'm
service, do
saying
you
that's
not
on
tip?
them. To me, that's on them.
If okay,
tip?
do you still tip if you get poor service?
If I get poor, I'll tip badly.
But you still tip.
I would still tip, but I'll tip badly.
Interesting.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, but Shorty's wild and she don't like dude. And fellas, y'all gotta pay attention to these signs. If she rocks with you, she'll figure out how to communicate something like that in a more loving way.
That
If she don't, she's okay with losing you and she don't really care about you.
that or she
Who
won't
said
even
she-
bring
who
the
said
shit
She
up.
went, no.
She won't even bring
I
that
feel
shit
like
up,
you
bro.
want somebody who's not gonna bring issues up.
That's
'Cause
like-
I'd
that's-
rather
no,
like,
that-
Bring all the issues up in a respectful, productive manner.
But who said she wasn't respectful?
I mean, I'm saying she said that he was a bad role model.
Yeah, she could said that respectfully.
All right. Well, I just know that if a girl really likes you, if she's really fucking with you, there's things that she will just completely put to the side. And I'm
They-
not saying
they
that
still
that's,
together.
that's healthy or not, but there's just an idea of not picking battles to jeopardize something that you value fully. And if you're willing to put that shit on the table and, chance it, then I don't necessarily know if you really wanted it like that. But yeah, Rayven, I really wow, that's crazy. You imagine you have another chance to throw me under the bus? We'll wait till the next episode.
Yeah, your time is coming.
This has been real and uncomfortable. I'm Tez. That's E-Man Music.
Yes, sir.
You know her.
Yeah, that's wild.
Amen.
He gonna show up missing next episode.